just before the international break. It's gonna be English Premier League match day 29. But a quick review of what happened over the weekend, match day 28.
Yep.
With Pep Guardiola's men so unlucky and they couldn't walk out of the forest. Of course, 1-0 courtesy of former Chelsea man
Hudson-Odoi.
Exactly, and after the match he said, we just need to
Stay humble.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And later on we saw Chelsea, they struggled, but they got a win.
Against the relegation battle side.
And that sent them back to top 4.
Yep.
Right. League leaders Liverpool were shocked early in the match.
Yeah.
And I remember I saw that post when Premier League posted shock. Soton take the lead and they said, why are you surprised? But unfortunately ended 3-1.
Courtesy of Mohamed Salah penalties.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then the lost meaning derby, Arsenal, Manchester United versus Arsenal, it ended 1-1. Bruno Fernandes with a wonder free kick, while Declan Rice had
managed to secure a point.
Equalizer, and they shared spoils. Chelsea, not Chelsea. I remember Tottenham. You had said Tottenham gonna lose it, but
they drew 2-2 against Bournemouth.
Yes.
I knew they wouldn't win. That team is usually just like Sparsy. It's very Sparsy. Yeah, I think the weekend was nice. If there's a game I'd pick, it's the surprise game, Manchester City game. I didn't know they would lose to Nottingham, but of course, the way they play these days, you expect anything. So I think we need to give credit to Nuno Espirito with his team, because when you're fighting for top 4 and Manchester City are right below you and they come to your yard and play you, and you beat them 1-0, it shows that you are ready for that top 4 finish. So credits to them. For Man City,
and maybe just to add something about Nuno, this is a guy who took over when Nottingham was struggling. They were
around
fighting
number
relegation
17.
actually. So, and he was fired previously, I think, at Tottenham. He was at Tottenham when he struggled. He has struggled with 2 to 3 teams before he took over. So
credits to Nottingham, and it was just the game of the weekend for me, because it meant something for Nottingham. They would, or they could, or they might finish in the top 4, which is something good for them and the squad they have around them. So maybe you have a game
Manchester United versus Arsenal. Of course, it is one of the games people want to compare Martin Odegaard and Bruno Fernandes because of free kick he took. I just want to correct people. One instance cannot change like how good player is. But truth be told, if Bruno Fernandes was playing for another team, he should be having a number of Premier League and of course Champions League. Too bad.
He's playing for my team. We shall rise. We shall rise. We shall rise.
Right. Now we go straight to match day 29. We have
before the match day. What do you think of Cole Palmer miss the penalty? Because he used to
very cold, I think Cole Palmer he's a brilliant player. That's what I'll tell you. He's now out of form. That's what I would say. Because Palmer has been carrying Chelsea since the start of the season. I'm the type of a person, if a player hasn't played well for the last like a month, I wouldn't call him a bad player. So Cole Palmer, massive respect still to him. He hasn't scored goals, of course. He is among top 5 in scoring charts, right?
So without having gone for a drought since December or something.
Yes, he's out of form. Maybe continue supporting him. That's what I will say. And now it just reminded me something. Barcelona. Barcelona had a match over the weekend. Was it against which team?
I can't remember well, but what I know is they are at the top of their La Liga table.
Yes, so they didn't play.
They didn't actually
over the
play
weekend. Because their first team doctor.
They postponed that game. That's why I didn't see them in any of the live scores and whatever. But it meant Real Madrid won their game, and they are now equal on points. But now the goal difference for Barcelona is more, and they have played a game less. And you know what? This coming weekend we have Atletico hosting Barcelona. Very interesting
match. You're gonna be watching. Can we dive into match day?
Let's dive in. Let's see what we have.
All right. We don't have a lot of matches, big matches, but I want us to talk about Manchester City facing Brighton.
A quick one. I think the level to which Manchester City is playing at the moment, you never know what will happen. This game can go either way, but I think at Etihad, they somehow try. They have something to show for their fans. They are the defending champions of the Premier League, and they always want to like at least the home fans to have something for the day. So I think Brighton is not also an easy side. They've been having good results lately. I'll go for a scoreline here, right, very quickly. And I'll go for Manchester City 2, Brighton 1. And if Man City are not careful, they might draw 2-2. But 2-1 is the score that I'll go with.
Well, I would say I watched Manchester City play against Nottingham Forest over the weekend.
Yeah.
I would say it was a bad day for them. They created some good chances, but unfortunately they didn't convert, and later on they were punished. So I think it is time for City to get back to winning ways just before international break. Nothing hurts like losing a match when you're heading to international break. You have 2 weeks of pure banter. But all in all, I think City will get back to winning ways, and they're gonna score at least 3 goals against Brighton, and Brighton will score. So I think a 3-1 victory for City will do.
Still very possible.
Yes. Still on. I think that's the biggest game we have for Saturday. Then we have for Sunday, the Super Sunday. 2 teams facing each other. One in the second position and the other one now joined top 4. I'm talking about at Emirates, Arsenal hosting
the London Derby. You know why I took hold of my phone? Just to check something, because this game is coming very early as well in the day. We don't expect derbies to be played that early on Sunday, but it's because there's also another game to be played, which is Liverpool will be playing Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. So the way England organized those fixtures is they wanted Chelsea to play early, and then those people will have a chance to go to watch the Carabao Cup, and then Manchester United play very late in the day at 10 p.m. So someone might have been wondering what is happening there. And another thing that I just wanted also to check is the head-to-head of this team, which we'll come to. But in the meantime, let's see who's available. I think for Chelsea, most of the players are available. The key players who we know should start, aside from maybe Jackson, who has been missing for quite some time. The rest of the players are back, including Lavia, who featured from the bench in the game against Leicester. And for Arsenal? For Arsenal, I think Gabriel Martinelli returned against United in their 1-1 draw. Other than that, the likes of Bukayo Saka, who has also resumed training, but this match comes too early, so maybe he'll join after the international break. So only Martinelli who returns, but other players are fit to play. There is a likelihood maybe we have Timber's been doing well. Now Ben White is also back. So we expect Arteta has a hard decision to make right now, Timber or White. But I think Timber will still play because of the consistency he's had over the few games. Now, just checking the form of these 2 teams, and as we know, Arsenal in the last game, of course, they drew, and in the last few Premier League games, they have been dropping points. That's why the gap at the top has been like that. And for Chelsea as well, especially away from home, they've been dropping points here and there. Maybe just so I highlight an example. They were defeated by Aston Villa and Brighton, and also Man City away from home. And then, but now they managed to win against Leicester and Southampton. These are 2 games which we saw that they should be easy for them to win. And for Arsenal, especially at home, they defeated Man City 5-1 and drew to Aston Villa 2-2, and then they were able to beat Tottenham 2-1.
And now, lost to West Ham, was it home or away?
Lost to West Ham at home.
1-0,
Now, in terms of head-to-head, the last time Chelsea defeated Arsenal
at Emirates
was in 2014. I just checked. 2014. This is Lukaku time. So it means this fixture has been going well for Arsenal for over some time. Now, I think, not 2014, 2021. Sorry about that. So, where do you think this game is going to be won? According to these statistics, number 2 meets number 4. And if number 4 wins, is a chance to close the gap. And if number 2 wins, he opens a gap for finishing in the top 4. What do you think?
Well, this is an interesting match. Last time I said Arsenal still are lacking that attacking. They attack well, but now they finish it because we don't have a proper finisher up front. We just have Merino who is playing to fill the numbers. But then once again, Chelsea have not been convincing of late. Like now, you imagine meeting Leicester, a game we expect at least Chelsea to put 3 goals. At least 3 goals, but it didn't happen. So what I'm going to remind you guys is a derby is a derby. Anything can happen. And that's why you saw Arsenal versus Manchester. United look like a very proper team.
Different side.
A different side. So there is that playing for the badge. Playing for the pride. And now we want to know who is the pride of London. Now, one thing for sure, Arsenal mid looks good on paper and much better than Chelsea's. So that is one talking point you can talk about. Then on the wing, Martinelli back and also Nanueri. On the wings, Martin Odegaard in the midfield. I think now it's a matter of which team will control not to concede many goals. This is a match you might see 4-4. This is a match you can see a goalless draw. This is a game you can see 1-0.
Very unpredictable.
So very unpredictable. But it all narrows down to how the teams will approach this match. For now, I'll say Chelsea look kinda lost. They're not the Chelsea we saw last year around November. This is a totally different side. Arsenal also, they know the league is gone. Like they know that. So the two teams will play. Chelsea have what all it takes. They wanna finish in the top 4. So they are targeting a win. Chelsea have a purpose to play for. But then again, playing at the Emirates is not the conducive environment for the Blues. And I see Arsenal winning this match. I'm gonna give them a close one. Could be 1-0 to Arsenal or something like 2-1.
It's a great prediction. Based on the statistics we just read, I think it's not a good time for Chelsea to go to the Emirates. I actually think some of the 2 fixtures they played recently are the key why they are in the top 4. Because if they face maybe someone who's a bit stronger, they might have dropped points. But it is what it is, because everyone plays everyone in the Premier League. And they are here because they deserve it. They had a good form at some point. And coming into this game at the Emirates, it's tough for them, because as much as I know, Emirates is not an easy place right now to go and grab points. We saw West Ham do it, but that's a totally different game. This is Chelsea now. And I think there's a possibility of both teams scoring, because I can see Chelsea with their away form. They've been scoring in so many of their away games. So I see them scoring, and I also see Arsenal scoring. And a slight victory. You said 2-1?
Yes.
I'm going to agree with you. 2-1 or a 3-1 kind of victory. But if Arsenal stay complacent, then you never know what will happen. And if Chelsea turns up the way they do, you never know. But I think it's a win for Arsenal.
Right. Still on Sunday, we have 2 more matches. Quick one. This is another London derby. Actually, Fulham from which area? North?
Fulham is it?
Confirm.
Chelsea, around Chelsea's
north
area.
Should be north.
No, not north. Fulham is around Chelsea's area. You know, Chelsea rented Fulham Stadium, man. How can you forget that?
All right, so this is a derby. London derby, as they confirm. London taking London derby. There is Fulham taking on Tottenham.
Okay, I was almost saying an easy game for Fulham, but you know.
Come on.
Okay, it's a London derby. We'll expect goals in this one as well. In the bet slip section, we actually said this game should have at least 2 goals or 3 goals plus. I think both teams will score again in this one. And Fulham is at home, right?
Yes.
If Fulham is at home, then it's a very hard game for Tottenham. So I'm going for a 2-2 draw or a 2-1 win for Fulham.
Wow. Statistically, Tottenham do better away from home. Yes.
So?
They do better.
I know what you want to say.
Yes.
Are you giving them a win?
I'm giving them a win. I'm going to give Tottenham a win. I love it when you laugh. 2-1 victory for Spurs. We'll meet here and talk. Trust
we'll
me.
meet.
Yes. Then later on, we'll see around 10 p.m. You had mentioned Leicester City taking on Manchester United. United are going to meet.
I know what you want to say.
United are going to meet.
You want to say this is the relegation battle?
No. I'm just saying. No. I'm saying United will meet their legend.
Okay.
That's all.
Rudvan.
Yes.
You didn't want to add. I know you.
No.
Anyway, it is what it is. If someone asked me where we will be at this point, I think 14th is a very bad place to be. And I mean, I don't know if it's 14th.
Not that bad. From my view,
it's not good. But I think for this game, if Manchester United play, no, that's the problem. We always say if Manchester United play.
Listen, you've not told me anything and you're telling me the problem.
Exactly.
Okay.
If Manchester United play the way they played against Arsenal, of course they can't, because they packed the bus against Arsenal so that they hit on the counter.
Yeah.
In this game, the approach will be different. It will be a totally different game, and I still expect us to win, because Leicester have been doing so bad. They have not won any game in the last, I don't know how many. They only defeated Tottenham in the last 16.
That's when?
Yeah. That's when they come in.
That's when Manchester United comes in.
Right, but I feel like we can win, although no keeping clean sheets here.
Yeah.
We always have a tendency of having a 2-1 kind of. So, 2-1 for Manchester United.
I think he was telling me he confirmed, and it's coming from West. That's how you said they rented what do you call Chelsea? the rent boys. Anyway, let's focus. Leicester. I feel bad for Van. Rude has
not
been,
a good time.
Van has been going through rude moments. Like it's not good. I think after this they're gonna meet, I don't know, Arsenal. They still have Chelsea. So
I think they already played Arsenal, if I'm not wrong.
Leicester.
Yeah.
Second leg.
Yeah.
Right. They have Liverpool.
They have Liverpool.
So it's really terrible. United is United. Depends with which United Amorim will bring on table. All right. And
go ahead and predict the game.
What would you call this guy? Ratcliffe. Is it Ratcliffe? He said only Bruno Fernandes plays worth his salary. Like, come on, bro. Have you seen Maguire? And United are going to win this match. 2-1.
That is good. I mean, you should have just said United are going to win without going into very many stories and details.
Sorry,
people know those stories are on YouTube. They'll go and watch them. You don't have to say them here.
We are still on YouTube.
Right. Is that the last game?
Sorry?
Is that the last game of the Matchday?
Yes.
Yeah. So, remember,
before you rest,
if you like this content, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, because we really value you. That is the only thing we ask for, because if you're watching this up to now, we know you love it, and that is the only thing we can ask from you. So you can also follow us in all of the other socials. The links are in the comment section of this video and in the description section as well. So yeah, until after the international break, we wish you the best of luck. All the best in what you're going to be doing. Wherever you're watching from this video, big up, write it in the comment section as well, and see you. My name is Brian.
They call me Vincent.
And this is the Liquid Sports Show.